Hello, welcome back to Design Patterns. So in this video, we are going to discuss about facade pattern. So what is meant by facade pattern? What is the intent of facade pattern means it provides a unified interface to set off all interfaces in a subsystem. So I already told the example for facade when we discussed about the catalog. So in the catalog of a design pattern, so I told the example as a hub. Hub is the best example for facade pattern. Why? Because hub is nothing but it acts as an interface to all the subsystems which are connected to that hub. So in that case, in that way only, it provides an unified interface to a set of all interfaces in a subsystem. So this we can call it as a intent. Next, coming to the motivation. So structuring a system into subsystems helps reduce complexity. A common design goal is to minimize the communication and dependencies between subsystem. Here, what the words that was highlighted is nothing but subsystems and facade. So structuring a system into subsystems helps reduce complexity. So generally, it is a common design goal is to minimize the communication and dependencies between subsystems. So if you take the facade as it is one of the goal to introduce a facade object that provides a single simplified interface to the more general facilities of a subsystem. So this is the motivation which defines the problem and also solution to the facade pattern. Next, coming to the diagram, here I am taking the one subsystem classes to client classes. So see, this facade acts as an user interface or any interface to the subsystem classes, and those three are client classes. So the main goal of this facade pattern is used to reduce the complexity. So for example, if we take the left side diagram, this diagram consists of all the classes which were connected to one another. So this creates the complexity, clumsiness is there. So to avoid such type of complexity and clumsiness, that confusion, will define the facade pattern and it acts as an interface to the subsystem classes. So these are all the client classes, and client classes can interact with facade class, facade pattern, facade interface, and this facade distributes to all the subsystem classes. So this is a motivation way to define in the facade pattern. And if coming to the diagram, motivation diagram, the best example for facade is nothing but a compiler. We are well known that in the grammar, interpreter and compiler works with execute the object code. So if you take the compiler, in the compiler it will use the scanner, parser, token, some program nodes, some bytecode, some code generator, all this. So some streams, everything we can call it as a subsystems. And compiler is nothing but we can call it as a main system. So here, if you take compilers, the operation is compile. So that will defines with scanner, parser, token, symbol. So all these are all the, you can call it as a subsystem classes. So stream, bytecode stream, code generator, stack machine, code generator, risk code generator. And coming to the right side, scanner, token, parser, symbol, program node builder. Program node means statement node, expression node, variable node, and so on. So this is all we can call it as a motivation diagram for facade pattern. Next, coming to the applicability. When the facade pattern is applied. So when you want to, this is a common applicability is nothing but when we want to provide a simple interface to a complex subsystem. So I already told that to avoid such type of complexity, we'll go for the facade. So to avoid, when you want to provide a simple interface to a complex subsystems that can increase, that can more complex as they evolve. So there are many dependencies between clients and implementation classes of an abstraction. So when this facade pattern is applied means whenever the classes and object has many dependencies, to avoid such type of dependencies, we'll apply this facade pattern. So next, the third application is nothing but, the third applicability is nothing but when you want to layer the subsystems. Layer means one by one, creating one first layer. After executing of all the classes in the first layer, again you will go to the second layer, third layer. That when you want to provide the layer of subsystems, in that case also will apply the facade pattern. So this is applicability. Next, coming to the structure. So this is the structure of subsystem classes. So facade all passes to the subsystem classes. So Don't think that I didn't mention any classes or subsystem classes in this. So this is actual diagram, actual structure of facade pattern. Okay, so in the textbook also we have, you have the same diagram. Only here the only one participant is nothing but a facade. All the subsystem classes you can write anything. So this is the facade structure. Next, what the diagram in the motivation we had learned or discussed. So that diagram can be defined in this like facade. So facade means compiler. Subsystem classes means all: scanner, parser, program code generator, program node, token generator, all etc. So whatever do you remember, keep that. Okay. So this is about the participant and how the facade and how the subsystem classes can be interacted. Nothing but how those communicate in that discussed in the collaboration. So in that the client communicates with the subsystem by sending those requests to facade, which forwards them to the appropriate subsystem object. So whenever the client communicates with the subsystem, so then the subsystem sending the request to the facade. Facade forwards that request to the subsystem object, then the execution will be done. So this is the process, entire process, the facade pattern starts. That is the way of interaction between the facade client and subsystem classes. So next, coming to the consequences, in what way this pattern is applied and how the result can be achieved. So when we apply this pattern, it shields clients from subsystem components. So it promotes weak coupling between the subsystem and its clients. So there is no coupling. Why? Because we are separating the separating the client classes and subsystem classes through a facade interface. So that's why there is a weak coupling. That result will be faced by applying this pattern. And it shields clients will be different and subsystem components will be different. That also results faced by the facade pattern applied. So next, coming to the, it doesn't prevent applications by using subsystem. So applications can't be prevented. So that is also a result which we were faced when the facade pattern is applied. Next, coming to the implementation, it reducing client subsystem coupling, public versus private subsystem classes. So it reduced the client subsystem coupling. So coupling will be reduced in through the implementation way. This is also one of the implementation technique which we implement this facade pattern. So by reducing client subsystem coupling. Next, second one is public versus private subsystem classes. If we define the class as public and private classes, and those classes public versus private subsystem classes can be implemented. So that we can call it as a two implementation technique. Next, by seeing this code, we'll define the facade class and object A as a void function method, and object B implement the operation, and object C. How many objects defined? This is a simple sample code. Just a class will be defined as facade. Next, object A, object B, object C, objects D, E, F, etc. So implements the operation. Next, coming to the known uses. So known uses means we'll use the two known uses. One is compiler and second one is operating system. So compiler acts as an interface for all the subsystem classes which was seen in the motivation diagram. Operating system classes also, operating system is also acts as an user interface between the hardware, user and computer hardware. User acts as a facade and computer hardware nothing but everything. We can call it as a known use. Next, coming to the related pattern. So three related patterns. One is abstract factory, mediator, singleton. So abstract factory defines the factories and the product classes. Mediator defines one of the mediator class which shares all the information to all the subsystem classes. In mediator is also supportable pattern for this facade pattern. Next, singleton means single instance. We are using single facade pattern to share all the subsystems. So that is also single instance also supports by this facade pattern. So this is about the facade pattern. In the next video, in the next class, we'll discuss this another pattern. Hope you all understood about this facade pattern. Thank you very much.